What would you do if you found yourself in the middle of an animal battle? Despite the fact that humans are at the top of the food chain, we wouldn't fare very well in animal battles with any number of animals, especially those from the sea, and especially jellyfish. Here are 15 marine animal battles that resulted in death or permanent injury to one or more of the participants. Number 15. Alligator and crocodile. This crocodile has killed a small crocodile and is eating it. It crushes it and swallows it very slowly. It takes a 10-second break between every gulp. Man, is this guy a slow eater. These crocodiles are wrestling in the river. After a few seconds of being locked together, they both take off with one crocodile chasing the other. These crocodiles are involved in mouth-to-mouth combat, and they keep moving around in circles trying to find their opponent's weak spot. These two alligators are fighting, and you can hear a light break when one of the alligators bites into it. That had to be excruciatingly painful. One of these reptiles is getting a beating as the other one grabs it by the tail. Both animals seem exhausted and return into the water. This little one looks like it's going to be the main meal for breakfast, as the rest of the horde joins the feast. Number 14. Great white shark breaks into cage. Watch this great white shark go ballistic and break into this diver's cage and come out of the cage from the top. Everyone is worried and wondering if there was someone in the cage. I don't understand. Don't they know if there was someone in the cage? Lo and behold, after a few seconds, a diver pops out of the cage shaking and shocked about what just happened. Where was this diver when the shark went through the cage? That was shocking footage and left me bewildered and wondering for a moment. After lunging at the divers in this cage and being stuck between the bars, this great white shark bled to death. The shark is slowly bleeding heavily before its lifeless body slides into the ocean's bottom. In this disturbing video, if you ask me, that's another shocking outcome. This shark is looking for a way to get into the cage. Out of nowhere, an 18-footer shows up, and this cage might not be strong enough to stop it. The diver is stuck in there, but that's the safest place to be at the moment as long as the cage resists. This great white shark pops out of the water with a fish in its mouth, and you can see for yourself just how massive the shark is. It must be one hell of an experience to come face to face with one of these monsters. These mature females, measuring close to 15 feet in length each, are checking out the diver in this cage. Next to these massive hunters, these plexiglass cages look extremely vulnerable, and the door's not shut. Well, lower in the shadows and the deeper waters, the larger sharks lurk. The sharks try to get inside the cage as the diver struggles to keep the door of the cage closed. The onslaught is typically coming from both males and females, which could mean this is a mating ground for the sharks. This great white shark kills a seal in the Bay of San Francisco. You can see all the blood spread out into the water as the people watching the scene react. Number 13. Dolphin attacks. When two dolphins charged with the individual shooting this video, he was standing around 20 to 30 feet off the shore in knee, waist-high water. This is referred as stand feeding, and he happened to be in the way. This pod of dolphins intimidated a shark away from the pod, and the shark almost finds itself dangerously close to shore. Sharks and dolphins have coexisted in the ocean for millennia, but scientists have only just begun to comprehend the actual nature of their connection. It's a difficult and deadly environment, especially for dolphins. When the dolphins are down at the bottom with their heads in the seagrass under the sand, sharks can come down on them and ambush them. When the divers look at their footage, they're amazed at how many dolphins have scars. Bottlenose dolphins can be aggressive and combative. In this video, these two bottlenose dolphins are picking a fight with the spot, a dolphin, probably just to establish their dominance. Then, just to show it's not a species thing, they turn on one of their own, a smaller bottlenose, and start giving it a hard time. Here, the dolphin's true aggressive nature is revealed. Number 12. Turtle. This turtle goes underwater to have a quick bite when it chews on this water snake. The snake is in bad shape, and it can't get away even though the assumed target is a snapping turtle. In this video, the snake is about to find out. Ninja turtles are not just in the movies, they exist in real life. The snake lunges at the turtle several times, but the turtle is not impressed. Then the snake slides into the turtle's open mouth as if it was going to drop a bomb. But instead it is crushed several times by the turtle's powerful jaws. The turtle just shatters the snake to pieces, drags into the water, and it is game over. This turtle and the snake are side by side, and I think the snake is dead. It's not moving at all, and the turtle looks like it's digging a trench. A 300-pound creature ambushes a huge alligator from beneath in an East Texas marsh. This alligator snapping turtle is over 150 years old and weighs around PS 300. This poor potato bug is being attacked by these small turtles as they try to take it down. The potato bug doesn't seem to have any way of defending itself, and the turtles drag it into the water to finish it off. Number 11. Orca vs. Seals. Sea lion orcas knocking seals off snowbanks by creating waves was previously thought to be fiction, but this video proves otherwise. The seal is barely awake when it is swept into the water by massive waves, and the orcas attack and kill the seals. It's incredible to see how the orcas work together and strategize to form the seals into water by producing waves. Killer whales have arrived on the beach in search of food, and a herd of sea lions could be their first prey. You'd think the sea lions would be secure if they stayed way up the beach, but the hungry whales are incredibly adventurous. Now a gang of whales is hunting together. That sea lion was barely ahead of one of the whales when it was snatched by another hadn't seen. It's difficult to comprehend how they beached themselves and seized the sea lions. It's possible that the brutal pounding was done to remove the hide from the flesh. Successful hunters, on the other hand, frequently take their prey up to sea without even killing them. Number 10. Mantastrom vs. Octopus. A California two-spotted octopus is on the lookout for shellfish and pursues the man shrimp. Thinking it's an easy meal, the mantis assumes a posture and changes into a warrior after he enters his burrow. It's known as a Merle spread, and it serves as a warning to the octopus to back off. But the octopus isn't having it. Mantis shrimp raises his hammer claws and launches an assault. His claws struck the octopus with the force and speed of a bullet. The octopus reels. Mantis strikes again, this time with a force comparable to an African lion's crushing teeth. It's too much for the octopus, after which he retreats. Number 9. Shark breaks in a cage. A ferocious great white shark rips into a diving cage packed with thrill-seeking visitors. The video was shot by a Canadian visitor who was on holiday in South Africa and opted to swim the hazardous water of his Ganspo, which locals called Shark Alley. The Vancouver native said that the beautiful animal's power rendered him dumbfounded as it went for a dangling piece of bait and narrowly avoided slamming through the secured area. Number 8. Turtle vs. Snake. In this video, the snake is about to discover that Ninja Turtles do not only exist in movies, but also in real life. The snake leaps at the turtle several times, but the turtle is unimpressed. The snake then slides into the turtle's open mouth as if it were going to drop a bomb, but instead it is crushed several times by the turtle's powerful jaws. The turtle just shatters the snake and drags into the water, and the game is over. Number 7. Shark vs. Dolphin. Two Australian oyster men see the aftermath of a shark-dolphin fight. One dolphin was annihilated by two massive sharks. The dolphin was assaulted from behind and below. Based on the damage, after receiving information that the dolphin had been attacked by a shark, the local wildlife department began following it. This happened multiple times while trying to avoid the shark in open water. Unaware of the danger, a jet skier jumped off his machine to swim in the dolphin. Number 6. Shark vs. Moray eel. A diver captured video of a shark engaged in a minute-long combat with a hungry moray eel. The Morse eel grabs the shark and seeks to drag it down into its reefy home, where it most likely plans to eat like a king. It believes it is, as the shark and eel disappear from the view. You could believe that the eel has won. However, it reappears with a large portion of the shark tucked away in its jaws. Is the struggle done since the eel has won? Not quite. The shark gets its second wind and pushes itself out of the moray eel's hold. The two animals part ways once they lose interest in each other. Number 5. Hammerhead hunting. A hammerhead shark discovers a stingray lying beneath the ocean surface. Unsettled, the stingray makes a break for freedom, but is it too late? The stingray has no choice except to flee from cover. So the shark pursues it until it locks the stingray and immobilizes it, effectively ending the stingray's life. The hammerhead shark haunts a stingray at an aquarium, and it doesn't take much time before the predator impresses all the little kids at the aquarium, after it bites a chunk of meat from the helpless stingray. Number 3. Tiger shark. A surprise fisherman has captured the uncommon sight of a big tiger shark attacking and devouring a hammerhead shark. The video shows the 13-foot tiger shark circling the smaller 7-foot shark before biting it 3 times and ripping it apart. The sport fisherman had gotten the hammerhead on the line only minutes before the other, much larger shark approached a fishing boat and seized its prey. These tiger sharks are going bird hunting, and they don't need rifles and dogs to be effective. Number 2. Otter. The gigantic otter is one of the fiercest animals in the Amazon jungle. Black caimans, anacondas, jaguars, and pumas are constantly around them on the beach. Another seen walking close to 2 caimans and rolling around in the sand. The caimans don't seem to bother this otter in the least. The caimans clearly don't want to mess with the otter. In a mangrove swamp, a lone otter is seen playing with a snake. The otter attempts to capture the snake in a cat and mouse game is entertaining to watch, but the otter does not fight the snake to kill it immediately. It basically nibbles on it and then lets it swim away. The otter comes up to the snake and scoops it up again just as it thinks it's getting away. If you ask me, it's a harsh game, but I suppose that's how otters deal with snakes. When they want to have some fun, the otter will occasionally submerge in search of the snake, which it finally finds and eats. Otters aren't afraid of a challenge, and a turtle is certainly a good one. But watch this otter sneaking up on this large turtle. The otter jumps onto the turtle's back and attempts to flip the turtle as soon as it realizes its vulnerability. When the turtle tries to bite the otter lets go, but only for a short time. The otter is persistent in his attempts to turn the turtle over, but it is a difficult task. It eventually succeeds and begins to gnaw the turtle's stomach. While the turtle is still on its back and defenseless, the otter drives it farther into the water. I suppose the otter will have turtle soup today and will return the next day to eat the leftovers. This giant river otter has just killed a gnu and is chewing on it like it's the last meal of his life. And this otter enjoying his meal. Number 1. Stingray. This stingray separates the tasty insides from the hard shell during the mulch of the spider crab. It doesn't look like the crab has anything to say about it. In this video, a smooth stingray attempts to take advantage of a cast of defenseless and freshly molted spider crabs. The safest place is right in the middle of the pile. None of the crabs wants to be eaten, so they are assembling in the middle, and I guess there is safety in numbers. Another stingray hovers above these crabs and swallows them one by one. This crab army is no match for these stingrays, and they know it. All they can do is run and hide. This stingray says hello to all the aquarium onlookers, but it also looks like it's about to devour this little fish that barely looks alive. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.